What's going on? It's Cosmic Boogeyman, and I am back with another reading. Let's see what we got here. We have the High Priestess. The High Priestess. This is the second card in the Major Arcana deck, so you guys know this. So we have two separate decks. We have the Minor and the Major Arcana. I'll get into all the cards throughout the videos. But if you're just joining me, I'd like to welcome you. I am Cosmic Boogeyman, and we're back with another deep tarot reading on the one and only High Priestess. So she's the one who's enigmatic. She's spiritual. She's the one I always love to pull. I get this card often, but she's the guardian of the intuition, the secrets of the subconscious. She's like, hey, what do you got going on? And she'll tell you the secrets before you even know them. So she has connections that I'm going to go over right now. The High Priestess is that it's the card that has inner knowledge. It has intuition. Whenever I pull this card, I'm always grabbing this card with the thought that I am going to have some kind of intuitive breakthrough. And that's what I like to get, because once I get to that intuitive breakthrough, it gives me a new chance to find out what's really happening. But when I look at this, you're seeing she's just standing. She's calmly there. She's just standing calmly. She's holding herself. And she's probably even sitting on a throne. If you look in the back here, you can see she's sitting. But she has like this enigmatic way about her. She's hiding something. And that's what we're going to keep looking at. When you have the two pillars, you see these black and white pillars. They are representative of Boaz and Jachin. So it's basically the Temple of Solomon is what we come back to on these. And it's really about duality, and that's what we have a lot of. Because it's like strength and establishment. It's understanding the balance between opposites, light and dark, masculine, feminine, conscious, unconscious. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you looking to get into? We're trying to get into this extremes of two different worlds. The intuition sits between those two worlds. We have to figure out what this is and why it's hanging here and letting us know. You'll hear me refer to the veil often. I'll use the word veil. But behind the High Priestess is covered a wall of pomegranates right here. You'll see this. It's symbolizing fertility, abundance, a hidden knowledge. The veil is a barrier between the physical world and the spiritual realm. And what we're getting into is we're getting her holding her place in front of this veil. She's sitting right there. She's holding her place, or standing, depending on how you want to look at her. But she's holding her place, and she's stepping beyond. She's ready whenever you are. She wants to open up that subconscious mind, and she wants to give you some signs. You might be getting numbers, synchronicities, and it's going to come from a card like this. Friends will give you this. If you get a reading in this, and you pull this and you pull it for somebody, let them know. Because what we have here at the very base is this crescent moon. And that crescent moon is a symbol of like the cyclical nature. You know how the earth we go around and we have seasons. But it also applies to intuition. Feminine power, subconscious mind. You sometimes will have intuition and then you won't. Like the moon, it waxes and wanes. It's the phases of our life. It's our ability to tune into those different levels. We're trying to find what levels these are. The moon here connects us to the unseen forces of the universe. It's reminding you, reminding me, reminding anyone who sees this that it's more than meets the eye. We're getting into that long-term look at the universe. That scroll you'll see here, they're holding the Torah. It's on her lap, or she's holding in her hands, however you want to look at it, representing this divine wisdom, this hidden knowledge, and she's holding it. It's partially undercover and under her robe. She's reminding us that spiritual truths aren't always fully revealed at once. You require some patience, some holding back, introspection even. For most people, it's readiness, getting ready to do it, believing they're going to do it, connecting to it. But this scroll here that connects to the Akashic Records, which is a cosmic library of sorts, and it holds secrets of the soul and the universe. So your soul's Akashic Record would be there. The crown that she wears on top here is the crown of Isis. On her head, the High Priestess wears this crown of Isis. It symbolizes her role as a divine feminine. The three-tiered crown connects the triple goddess of archetypes like mothers, maidens, and what we're getting into. We're trying to connect to like the old hags. The people, the women, how we connect to them. That's what this is. It represents the phases of womanhood. And what it is they're really saying young, middle age, and old. And that's all they're saying. They're getting into this higher wisdom is always with you. It's always within us. Doesn't matter what age you are, you have this. That divine feminine will connect you to this. The water that's flowing beneath her, you can see here coming up. That water, that symbolizes the fluid, its ever-changing nature. Just like the seasons And our nature of the subconscious is connecting us to the emotions, the intuition, the deep, the hidden aspects of our psyche. Whatever this is, we're connecting to something in the esoteric realm that says water is part of the unconscious mind. It's the ebb and flow of what's happening. It's the coming and going, coming and going. It's carrying messages back and forth about the inner world to the surface world, letting them know, hey, we're here. Talk to your guides is what it really comes down to. Let them know you're interested in learning more about something, growing. The High Priestess associated with the Moon card, which governs intuition. It covers that main part of yourself, that hidden part of yourselves. The card is part of tuning into the horror of the nightmare that you might live. And whatever that is for you, that might just be something new. Maybe a new life has been popping up here and we're hitting this innate major energy. The number 2 here up to, that's numerology. That's focused on duality and balance. We talked about this with the pillars, did we not? Yes. And we have. There's partnerships here. And this is about learning connections. Like I said, it's about connecting the intuition to the intellect. You can't have one without the other. In the Kabbalistic tree of life, this card will represent the crown or beauty. It's going to represent the beautiful face, the beautiful intuition. She's usually a mediator. She's usually taking times to go into the higher realms and then coming back and having experiences with humans. When you see this card pop up, it's because you're connecting or this higher realm's talking to you. It's guiding us towards the knowledge of our soul even. In this card, I see a little bit of alchemy. I see the power, like it's a little bit of dissolution. Rigid structures, unconscious mind, they dissolve because it's flowing away. We have the moon, things are hiding as shadows start to populate. Things hide. The problems that we see, not so bad. You get to mow the lawn, wait till nighttime. No, you don't. And that's the mindset here. It's getting into the unseen and letting that preconceived notions prepare you for a deeper spiritual transformation. In Hermetic wisdom, we're getting into that mindset, like, what is this going to do? How are we getting into this correspondence? As above, so below. It reveals the mysteries are here and the mirrored in ourselves. We have this black and white. We have this yes and no. Universal wisdom is popular. But how does this High Priestess apply to your life? How do we see this? How does it connect to you? That's what we're asking. She's reminding you just to be patient. Understand that the veil is there. It hides for reasons that we cannot see yet. It's immediately there, but we can't grab them. Some truths just take a little bit of time to come out. The High Priestess is asking you just sit in your stillness and just wait. Do nothing. Do nothing. It's trusting your inner voice is what we get here. Trust that inner voice. She's not talking to anyone. She's hanging back. Now, in some cards, like even like the Nine of Pentacles, you have people talking. It's I think it's the woman talking to a bird. The intuition here is a sacred guide letting you know you're following the lead. You're getting into something. Because the spiritual truths, they're revealing themselves over time. You don't have to do anything. They're just going to happen. It's always, you can't get away from whatever this is. People can never run. So you guard your energy, protect it. Not every secret is meant to be shared, and that's why she hopes protect your secrets. Your emotions are messengers. You just have to allow yourself to get into that mindset of how does it work? How do you connect to it? And what we're looking for is you're honoring that feminine side of yourself. We're going into it saying, hey, understand you have to give yourself a little bit of credit, and you have to always give yourself room for failure. The mystery is here. The subconscious is here. We're never alone. We always have somebody behind the veil, always watching us, helping us. And that duality is part of your journey. It's embracing both sides of it. So the High Priest is really just teaching us that true wisdom comes from within. So when we start to look there, and we look at the stillness of life, our trusting our intuition, we're honoring these mysteries, we're tapping into the deeper truth, right? We're getting into that water. The journey on the soul is one about quiet discovery, not making a big deal about it. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, share for more tarot wisdom. As always, I'm looking to help you find the answers that you seek, but they're already within you, just waiting to be revealed.